Let me explain to you how simple AI businesses actually make money. Because a lot of people think you need millions of dollars and a team of engineers to build something in this space, but the reality is very different. It all starts with one idea. You find a problem that people face every single day, and you build a tool that uses artificial intelligence to solve it faster and easier than doing it by hand. That is the foundation of almost every simple AI business out there. Now, the most common way these businesses make money is through subscriptions. You build your tool, you let people use it, and you charge them a fixed amount every single month or every single year to keep using it. It does not matter if you have 10 users or 10,000 users. The cost of running the tool stays almost the same, but the money coming in keeps growing. That is what makes this model so powerful. And this is worth stopping on for a moment because the subscription model is not just about convenience, it is about predictability. When you know that a certain amount of money is coming in every single month, you can plan. You can invest back into the business, you can hire help if you need it. You are not waking up every morning wondering if you are going to make money that day. The money is already locked in. And that stability is one of the biggest reasons why so many successful businesses in this space rely on subscriptions as their main source of income. Another way is through a free version and a paid version. You give people access to your tool for free, but with limits. Maybe they can only use it a certain number of times per day, or they miss out on the best features. Then a portion of those free users will decide they want more, and they will pay to upgrade. This way, you attract a large number of people first, and then you turn some of them into paying customers over time. The beauty of this approach is that it removes one of the biggest barriers to making a sale, which is trust. When someone can actually use your tool and see the results for themselves before spending any money, they already know it works. They are not taking a risk. They are not guessing. They have already experienced the value firsthand, and that makes them far more likely to pay when the time comes. Some of the biggest names in technology have built entire empires on this exact model. You get people hooked on something good for free, and then you offer them something even better for a price. Some AI businesses make money by selling their tool directly to other businesses. Instead of individual people paying small amounts each month, companies pay larger amounts because the tool is saving them time, saving them money, or helping them make better decisions. If your tool can do in 5 minutes what would normally take someone 2 hours to do by hand, a business will happily pay for that. And here's the thing that most people do not fully understand about selling to other businesses. The amount of money they are willing to pay is directly connected to how much value they are getting in return. If your tool saves a company 10 hours of work every single week, that is hundreds of hours every single year. That is the equivalent of multiple full-time employees doing nothing but that one task. So when a business looks at your tool and sees that kind of return, paying a few $100s a month or even a few $1,000s a month becomes an easy decision. The tool pays for itself many times over. That is why business-to-business sales are often where the real money is in this space. There is also a model where you build something completely custom for a single client. Someone comes to you and says they need an AI tool that does something very specific for their company, and you build it for them and charge them for it. This is one of the simplest ways to start making money in this space, because you do not need to attract thousands of customers, you just need a few clients who are willing to pay. Custom work like this can be incredibly lucrative because the client is paying for something that is built specifically for their needs. They are not getting a generic tool that works okay for everyone. They are getting something designed from the ground up to solve their exact problem. And that means you can charge significantly more for it. The downside is that it takes more time and more effort per client compared to a subscription tool that works for everyone. But for someone who is just starting out and wants to begin earning money in this space right away, custom work is one of the fastest paths to actual income. And then there are businesses that offer their AI tool for free and make money in a different way entirely. They attract people with something useful, and then they show advertisements, or they partner with other companies and earn money every time someone clicks on a recommendation. The tool itself is not what they sell. The attention of the people using it is what they sell. This model works best when your tool attracts a very large number of users. The more people who are using it every day, the more valuable that audience becomes to advertisers and partners. It is the same reason why social media platforms can offer their services completely free of charge while still generating enormous amounts of revenue. They are not selling a product to the user. They are selling access to the user to someone else. If you can build an AI tool that people come back to again and again, this can become a very powerful source of income without ever asking a single user to pay anything directly. Now, let us talk about something that ties all of these models together, and that is the idea of solving a very specific problem rather than trying to solve everything. This is where a lot of people make a mistake when they first enter this space. They think bigger is better. They think they need to build something that does everything. But the truth is exactly the opposite. Think about it this way. If you build a tool that helps people write blog posts, that is a clear, specific problem with a clear audience. People who write blogs know exactly what they need, and they are actively looking for ways to do it faster and better. But if you build a tool that helps people write blog posts and also generates images and also manages their schedule and also answers their emails, suddenly nobody knows what your tool is really for. It becomes harder to market, harder to explain, and harder for people to see the value in it. The businesses that succeed the most are the ones that go deep into one problem instead of going wide across many problems. They become the best solution for that one thing. And when you are the best at solving one specific problem, word spreads. People recommend you to others. You build a reputation, and that reputation turns into consistent, long-term revenue. There is another factor that plays a massive role in how simple AI businesses make money, and that is the cost of building the product itself. 10 years ago, creating something powered by artificial intelligence required enormous resources. You needed expensive hardware, a team of highly specialized developers, and months or even years of development time. But that has changed dramatically. Today, there are tools and platforms available that allow someone with a basic understanding of technology to build an AI-powered product in a matter of days or even hours. The heavy lifting has already been done by the large companies that have developed the underlying technology. All you need to do is connect to that technology and build something useful on top of it. This means the cost of starting an AI business has dropped to a fraction of what it used to be. And when your costs are low, it does not take many paying customers before you start turning a profit. This is also why the margins in this space can be so strong. Once your tool is built and running, the cost of serving each new user is very small. You are not shipping a physical product. You are not storing inventory in a warehouse. You are not spending money on manufacturing. Your main costs are the technology you are using to power the tool, and possibly some basic marketing to attract new users. Everything else flows straight to the bottom line. Let us also talk about what happens after someone becomes a paying customer. In most AI businesses, once someone starts paying, they tend to keep paying for a long time. This is because the tool becomes a part of their routine. They use it every day or every week to save time and get things done. Stopping would mean going back to doing things the slow way, and most people do not want to do that. This is called retention, and it is one of the most valuable things any business can have. It means you do not have to constantly find new customers just to replace the ones who leave. Your existing customers stick around, and the revenue they bring in compounds over time. The businesses that succeed the most in this space are not the ones trying to do everything at once. They are the ones that pick one very specific problem, solve it really well, and then focus all of their energy on making that one thing as good as it can possibly be. People are willing to pay for something that genuinely makes their life easier or saves them real time. That is the secret behind how simple AI businesses make money. So whether you are thinking about starting something in this space or you are simply curious about how it all works, now you know. It is not about having the most advanced technology or the biggest team. It is about finding a real problem, building a tool that solves it, and delivering enough value that people are willing to pay for it. And right now, the barriers to doing exactly that have never been lower.